Um, hats off to Portland State. It came into a difficult game and a difficult environment, and they found a way to win. And unfortunately for us, uh, we found a way to give it to them. I thought we played really well at times, especially in the first half. We were much more aggressive, trying to create opportunities. The goal was completely against the run of play, in my opinion. Uh, you know, with their first opportunity down in the end, a quality chance, but again, it comes down to details, and we're learning that the hard way. That it takes a lot of details to add up to a big result, and we didn't do enough of that today. We didn't do enough of it, to ultimately win the game, and Portland State did. So credit to them, finding a way to come back. Even in the second half after we scored and equalized on a great goal, great cross from Bridget, great finish from Megan Gu, who had a fantastic game today. There was a lot of quality performances, but at the end of the day, we didn't have enough. You can't win a game with 7 or 8 people competing, and having to pick up the slack for some others that aren't doing their job. So, um, we're going to learn from it, get back to work this week, and continue competing and giving everything we have as we continue to, improve this upcoming week.
You talk about staying focused after a goal in that 90-second period after your own team scores and they go down and score a minute later. What happened there?
I mean, they got wide in transition. Thought we had them stood up well. AR did a good job standing up the player that got behind, but we just didn't track our run. Again, they were basically attacking 3 against 5, and we don't transition properly through the midfield and even in the back, making sure we're communicating and talking and solving problems in transition. And you can't let a player like Katie Forsey, get free and hit a good cross in, and the kid finished it. She scored 9 goals for a reason this year. She waits till the right opportunity. She had 6 of her team's 11 shots, and we kept her quiet for long periods of time, but we let her loose at the wrong time, and a lack of concentration, lack of focus there after we equalized, ultimately did us in. But it wasn't even just that. We had free kicks in the second half, throw-ins in the second half, other opportunities in the second half that we just flat out didn't execute. We didn't choose the right, ball as far as trying to strike it on target or the quality service, etc. Our effort is there. I do not fault our players' effort, but the execution and ultimately the attitude to go ahead and score a goal and have that mentality to put one in the back of the net is something we're very much lacking right now.
Any update on Maya?
Yeah, she just unfortunately rolled her ankle when she went to block the service of one of their outside backs, trying to knock it up the field. She sold out and tried to get on the end of it, and just unfortunately, I think left her foot out there dangling a little bit. So when the ball made contact, it just tweaked her ankle a little bit. So it wasn't something we wanted to risk in the second half. I saw it at halftime. It had ballooned up a little bit, so hopefully she'll be, good to go for the coming week.
What do you need to see out of the team in this week coming up?
Players step up and compete. Again, I think that we have 7, 8, maybe 9 players that are truly trying to compete nonstop, but we need more. We play with 11 players, and if all 11 players aren't out there selling out for each other and competing for one another, and then ultimately executing, the opportunities that we create for ourselves, we find ourselves in a tough spot. But we'll learn from this young group that we have, in the sense of experience, and they're going to gain experience each and every time out. But like I told them yesterday, our core values mean most to us when our backs are against the wall, and we got to continue competing. And I think that we're going to find out a little bit of what they're made of, and we have through this stretch of difficulty, that we need to just keep competing and give everything we have and play like vandals, stay the course, and keep doing what we're asking them to do.
Cool. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
You.